MorphicTS is heir to a long and proud line of sum-type libraries. The first one was something called Dagi. It was part of the Fantasyland ecosystem, which was the original attempt at doing functional programming in JavaScript. So this is before TypeScript. It's called Dagi, comes from like tagged constructors, I guess, like tag, dag, somehow. I don't know. I'm running it inside TypeScript, so I had to do this for it to work. And there's a lot of like the any type around, so you're not really meant to do this, but this was easiest. I have Morphic pulled up for comparison over here. So our tagged sum for Dagi is like what our modern make ADT was. Location was an object, and you were supposed to add methods to it. And then kata was this private method. Kata is short for katamorphism. Katamorphism is a concept in functional programming. It's a functional programming thing. And it just means it enables you to handle multiple values. For example, in order to reduce them to a single value. So it's like a match or a fold. It's just a fancy word for match strict. And then instead of, home, about, and topics didn't take any parameters, so they were just instance variables. And then topics ID was a method, and you used it like this. And if we run it, you can see that it works. Yeah, so you can see
it outputs all the correct formatted locations.
So that's Dagi. And then TypeScript came around, and you've got this library called Foldable Helpers from the company iAdvise. What they did was they use it's basically just a helper function called createFoldObject that you can use with a tagged union type. It allows you to do something like match strict. Fold is like kind of like the match strict thing, and then we're using it here to fold over our different locations. And then we're just using the normal tag union creation here, and you can see that it works. Yeah, see, it works. Next is unionize. Unionize looks pretty close to MorphicTS for everything that we're trying to do. Of type is the same as of type. You got unionize, which is like make ADT. Yeah, if you want to create, strangely enough, it actually kind of looks like what I ended up having to do in MorphicTS routing. Which was put all of the parameters inside value. And that's just what this is. So if we change it to, I don't know, value 2 or something, then this is going to be value 2. So you can set that. You can set it to be not type, to be tag, I don't know. So that's what that means. Yeah, and match is like match strict. And if you don't include something, you get an error. And just prove it. Let's run it. Cool, so it works. Is that everything? Oh, no. This one is close, near and dear to my heart. It's called FPTS CodeGen. What you actually have to do is generate code. I've got some generated code here. Using something called the CodeGen Playground. So this is really pretty cool. What we want to do is create like a location. And we use it as though we were writing in a functional language like PureScript or Haskell. This is more literally what a sum type would look like. I prefer to use record, fold handler style, and topics ID. Yeah. Then what you're supposed to do is just copy and paste this code. It does the same stuff. We've got our fold, which is like our match strict. And we've got, this looks almost like Dagi did originally because these are just values and then this is a function. It's worth noting though that you can do stuff with this that you cannot do with any of the other libraries. You can make this a generic ADT. If you want a topics ID to be anything that you wanted it to be, any type A, you can't do that with MorphicTS even. We're not going to need that for pretty much anything we're doing, and you probably won't need it either, but this is how you would do that. So let's just prove that it works. Great, yeah. That's the lineage. MorphicTS though, I mean, you really can't beat it. It's got the ADT type, has all of this stuff, reducers for redux, exclude and select, which we covered. What does fold do? I don't remember what fold does. Yeah, is any of, and is, which are like predicates. Lenses, which are like for monocles. Match, which is like, match strict makes all of the different cases return the same type, but match, you can return different types from all of them. More monocle stuff, select we saw. verified, we'll see, yeah, and plenty of other stuff that you don't have with any of these other libraries. I love Morphic, but I didn't feel right doing a tutorial without showing you some of that history. So there you go.